In today's video, I'm building this subscriber a BLOXBURG house for Christmas. That is right, guys. I am here with Mrs. Claus, a subscriber of the channel. She has the game passes, multiple floors, and advanced placement, and a budget of $250,000. If you guys want a chance for me to build your Christmas house, all you have to do is subscribe and leave your username in the comments, because I'm thinking I might make it a little mini Christmas series. And also, Mrs. Claus must have had some like plastic surgery or something like. This is not the Mrs. Claus I remember.
You a low stakes player. Come at me, a one-horse open slayer. I'm behind the scenes, but that doesn't mean I'm done.
So, guys, what is this? Oh, is that how you get tickets this year? Anyway, so the vibe I'm going to be going for today is sort of suburban. She told me when I was talking to her, can I have a suburban feel, but very like Home Alone vibes? So that is exactly what I'm going to try and do for her today. I need to make sure it's also in the middle of the plot. It's close enough. So if we turn the roof off for a minute, let's actually decide the downstairs layout. It kind of makes sense for this to be a garage. We're going to have some cute windows on this side, and then the garage door is going to come off this side. No, that actually works really well because obviously we have a bit more room on this side. I was thinking this here would be an awesome dining room kitchen. So I'm actually going to make it pretty massive. But actually, we've got to remember the BLOXBURG rule. It's kind of like the 5-second rule, but the 5-block rule. Don't make a wall longer than about 5 to 7 blocks along. We can then have like a laundry room, a little toilet. And there we go. So this is the layout. If for some reason you guys want to build this house for yourself. Now, just before I do anything else, we need to go in and add a porch. And Mrs. Claus does not own the basement game pass. Oh, for flip's sake, I'm gonna have to build with basic shapes. Basic shapes are so annoying, especially when you don't really have the transform plus. It's fine though, I'll manage. Okay, I think that's about the best we're gonna get it. It's not awful. Now up here, we're actually gonna have another balcony. Like, it's not gonna be an entire balcony, but it's gonna be a little balcony there. And then for the actual porchway roof, I was wondering if we could get away with having a mansard. I'm sorry, guys. If you're wondering where I just had to go then, I basically just had to like let my cat inside because the neighbor's cat was attacking it. Honestly, I'm convinced cats get into more drama than humans. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I wanted this to be like a curvy roof and it just ain't working out, is it? Then where's the front door gonna go? Wait, shouldn't I know that? I'm the one actually doing it. If this was like my plot, I'd probably go ahead and do like a custom roof. But because we don't have the transform plus, I just don't think it's gonna work that well. Maybe I'm just out here trying to do too much. Maybe rather than having the whole thing a porchway, we only have like half of it. And then it's like a little step here. Okay, that's nice.
That was too good.
I also have got to bear in mind though, she did say she only has about like an hour and 20 minutes. And I've already been like building for like 20. And as for the railings, it's a Christmas house. It would literally be wrong if I wasn't to add these ones, wouldn't it? Over here, adding the slanted roof is the only way. Now, I swear there's a building hack you can do, which means like it doesn't poke through. I think I know what it is actually. I think if you add a wall here, then you like exit, re-enter. Oh my gosh, it actually doesn't. I mean, the only annoying thing is I do want it to be a little bit pointy, outy, then it pokes through here. But I suppose that's fine. It's only a tiny bit, isn't it? Now I get to do the big roof. So I'm going to be doing, of course, some building hacks here. Like a little roof coming out of the big roof. Oh, that don't actually look that good. But there we go. I actually think this is a pretty nice front. I just have one little idea that could work. Basically just flipping these.
A few minutes later.
Oh, baby, that looks way better. I just obviously flipped the sides like it used to be on that side before. Love it. So next up, I guess we do need some pillars on the front. Now, is it a bit much to be adding these? Like, I know it is Christmas time, but I don't want to make our house like too OTT. But the real question is, can you ever be too over the top at Christmas? I don't think you can. Although, not gonna lie, it's starting to look like a wedding venue now. I was gonna put, is a lot of Christmas better or not much Christmas? Because, you know, I do seem to be adding an awful lot. She put a lot of, it's all right, cheeky attitude. Now, I have the strangest, like, feeling that I want this to be like a teal. Do you know what I mean? Like a bluey, greeny color, like this. Oh no! She doesn't have the color wheel. This is just going great. Oh my gosh, she does have it. That must have just been a glitch. I don't know why it wasn't working a second ago. Okay, we are on an absolute chicken roll today. Now, I've never been one of those people who likes when a whole entire build is colored one color, but I'm just gonna try it today and see like if I actually do like it. And obviously, because this is actually someone else's house today, we cannot forget about the back. Normally, I just neglect the back of my builds like there's some useless bug getting thrown to the streets. And you know what, y'all? I'm gonna be adding these gigantic Christmassy pillars like holding up the roof. And I've got to be honest, guys, I like what I see. I really like what I see here. So next up is windows. Now, what windows realistically scream more Christmas than the traditional ones? Obviously, over here is literally a balcony, so that is obviously going to be some doors. And I absolutely despise this big traditional one, but maybe it goes nicely there. No, it doesn't. I can't actually deal with it. And then, of course, a traditional front door. Now, in my books, golden and black front doors actually look really Christmassy. Like, I'm not somebody who's going to paint my front door, like, red. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, next step is shutters. I've been using shutters. I used shutters on the Christmas house I built for myself and absolutely adored it. So, and we don't have to have them on every window. I think just a few like that. And then I think it would look a little bit weird bringing these fences everywhere. We'll then use short ones wrapping around to the driveway. And do you know what song is stuck in my head, guys? Christmas Wrapping. It's my favorite Christmas song. That humbug, but that's too strong, but it is my favorite holiday. Out in the snow and armed with the boots. And it's been stuck in my head all morning long. Anyway, my one problem with the snow in BLOXBURG is that it just looks really bad. Like,
this is the worst.
It just looks really plain when you're building a detailed house. So what I was thinking we could do today is add grass, but like make it as if it's all been snowed on. So rather than having greens, we can have like white and grays. But I actually like that. I can't with the house though. Something is wrong. I think I'm gonna have to switch up these colors. Give me a moment. And then I also thought I'm just gonna add like a little pattern like this. It's going to be so simple, literally just 2 of the ultra finestest beams BLOXBURG has, and the only car she has is this sofa car. Do you think she'd mind me buying her a car? Do you want a car? She put, yeah. She is so blunt. Sorry, we all have that one friend that texts like this, doesn't we? You like put the nicest paragraph and they're just like, yeah. And you're just like, okay then. But obviously I'm not going to go like buy the 170k car, wasting all her money up in here, all her hard work. But what better than the Christmas car? It's only 35 grand, still a little bit pricey. But look, we've got 162 grand now. That is more than we normally have. And I'm literally just going to make it a shade darker. And wunderbar, that is perfect. And I love how we have this little bit of excess space over here. So we can add some snowy trees. You have to have gardening levels. Why do none of you have gardening levels? Right, at least I can add this one, I guess. But that is very upsetting, Mrs. Claus. You are literally Mrs. Claus and you don't even have gardening. So I think I want this one looking pretty nice and grand over up in there. So we may as well finish up the outside and then it's done. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to have, oh, that looks a bit Halloween-y. We're going to have some linen lanterns, just literally here and there. Okay, to be fair, I'm making a bit of a fuss about nothing. That actually looks really nice. Although flipping now, it's pricey. And I'm even going to add some above that window. Oh, that has made this look so cute. And now we need to like set up a fun Christmassy display. So like, this is fun, isn't it? Like a fun birdhouse. We can even have some like Christmassy rocks over here, make it look a bit more like a proper area. Same over this way. But what we can definitely get away with is a nice, colourful wreaths. Personally, I think a wreath might be my favourite Christmas decoration. They're just so cute. And you guys know how sometimes I just like to be crazy, crazy, crazy and add these little diamonds. I think I'm even going to do it on her driveway.
We're like diamonds in the sky.
It's giving rich Home Alone Christmas. And oh baby, will you look at this? I cannot wait to see this on the tour, but we do only have $139,000 to do the entire interior, so I'm scared. Now, first things first, we need to work out where the stairs are gonna go. Now, I feel like it makes most sense to have them as soon as you walk in. So this is gonna be our hallway. Excuse me, ma'am. Even if you have advanced placement, you cannot escape the BLOXBURG glitches. Then there's gonna be doors from the kitchen going into like a, what's it called? A snug, basically not the formal lounge room, just like a little cozy lounge room you'll have off your kitchen. And then here is gonna be the formal lounge. And you know what? Mrs. Claus does a lot at Christmas. She bakes Santa his cakes.
I'm behind the scenes, but that doesn't mean I'm dumb. I run the workshop, keep the books. I'm a baker, all about these rules.
I think that she deserves in this house to have like a 2-story entryway. Now, before I take another step, I am immediately getting out some basic shapes here. I don't know if you just saw what the flipping hell was going on. Basically, all of this glitching with the roof. Now, obviously we don't have the transform game pass, but that doesn't mean we can't just like edge it in there.
Bombastic
side eye.
And I don't know why lately I've been really quite obsessed with these glass doors. Like, I'm thinking just glass doors galore. And I'd quite like a double one into here. I mean, it's a little bit of a squeeze, but I'm a genius. Don't know what that song was. But yeah, if we just tuck the stairs into there, I think that's fine. Obviously, it's messed up this room a little bit. But yeah, we can fix that, right? So now that we're up in this area, we can actually do the hallway, which is one of my favorite parts about houses, to be honest. So I'm thinking this here simply has to be the master bedroom, no matter what happens, with a gigantic ensuite bathroom. Obviously, we can have another bedroom this side with like a built-in closet. Then this can be another kid's bedroom. And then this is like the
family bathroom. It's a little bit small though, isn't it?
and then add a nice big glass door. And that way, that can be the shower. And then this can be like the sink and toilet. Okay, I actually think that's a pretty sound design. Now, I do need to quickly ask, like, how long do I have left? 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, right, let's hope that is the 45 minutes. I can definitely decorate an interior in 45 minutes, especially if I quickly speed up me doing the plastering. And there we have it, guys. That might have been like the longest plastering session ever. I did not realize how big this house was, but I did just want to point out, like, how beautiful is this color I found. Obviously, I did actually forget to color those doors, but this is basically, I used the color wheel. This is the codes if you want it. It's like a pastel blue. I went for pastel green in here, but then dark blue in here, and I cannot go over how much I love this hallway. If I'm being serious, at the end of the day, it's got to be the panels. They're probably the best looking doors for the least looking price, if you know what I mean. So with all of that suited and booted, what room do we want to start with? Oh, there's so many to choose from, like so many good options. I think I'm going to start with the kitchen dining. So weirdly enough, I'm actually going to start with the dining table. I think once we've got this in, I'll sort of know where everything else goes. Now, I've really started to go off this table. Don't get me wrong. I love the size of it, but I don't know. There's just something about it. It looks really fat. Like, I ain't got no issue with fat things, but a fat table, maybe I do. So instead, what I'm going to be doing is the oldest building hack in the book. Like, I've been literally doing this since like 2019. You basically just put 4 regular tables together like this, and then you pop a basic shape on top of it. You do all that, and Bob's your uncle. It's amazing. Now, we need to be smart here. Do we want chairs or do we want armchairs? I kind of think armchairs is actually a look, like using the wicker ones. The only thing is, it's a very, very expensive look. With a cut-out Christmas tree. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous. And I feel like just here's a really nice place for a window. Oh, look at this. Look at all the natural lighting, guys. I'm having the time of my life. Ooh. What are those things called? Are they called like pin boards? I'm just gonna look up board. Yes, like these, where you can put like a calendar. We can have like a season's greeting on there with some notes. Post-it notes, are they called? Yeah. So obviously we've got to remember this is actually the kitchen. Now, I did originally have doors here, so you could get in from both ways, but I think we're gonna have to scratch that, because otherwise we're just not gonna have enough room for a decent kitchen. So I want to make sure she has enough counter space to like be chopping up all her vegetables. And then of course we need like a little fridge here. And I would actually like to get rid of this window so badly, but it just makes the front look really, really bland.
Where's the flavor?
So I guess we're just gonna have to live with it. And my favorite thing about the retro is look at how many variants they have. I always go on about this, but seriously, obviously we're gonna give her a Pro Chef stove. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna build you a Christmassy house and not put a Pro Chef stove. Also, I'm going to add dishwashers. She did say that she wanted it to be really role-playable. And why am I using like all the most expensive stuff? I'm so sorry to her bank account. And I'm pretty sure upstairs, yup, I used a pillar. So we can add that there as like a little corner. Make it, I don't know if I actually like that. Now, as for our island bench, obviously we've got to add an island in here. Like, there's just so much excess room. When in the past, I used to add like 50 stools and you guys would get so triggered at me. And obviously I don't want anyone getting triggered today. And also, I need to, like, start watching the money. Like, I know kitchens are expensive, but jeez, we hardly have any moolah left. And you guys know I don't really use lights anymore. That sounds weird. Like, what do you use then? Well, if you've been watching for, the last month, then you'll know I've fallen in love with the scented candle. Obviously, you've got to change it from that repulsive color there. It can suddenly become your best friend. I've never been more obsessed with a kitchen than I am with this one right here. So, next up, we have the 2 living rooms. And we're sort of going to be building these at the same time. And so we'll have it nice and bright in the formal living room, then a little bit more grungy. So in the informal living room, we're obviously gonna have a custom sofa, but I also think we need a little Christmas tree in the corner. Now there is something that just screams, I'm a rich baddie millionaire if you're the type of person who has more than like 2 Christmas trees in your house. And then obviously we need a flat screen plasma because this is where all the kids are going to be hanging out. And you know what? Kids these days are actually getting a bit back into books. Like, I'm not talking about iPad kids. I'm talking about my generation, Gen Z. They're getting back into like reading and I love that. Anyway, next up, I'm actually going to be adding some full wall decals in. And what? Wait, this is perfect. I forgot I have my gorgeous mansion loaded across the way. So I forgot I have all of this perfect decals ready. There's so many nice ones. You know what? Rather than marble, I actually think I'm going to switch it up for her. And I'm going to use these planks. And just look at that. That is giving rich Christmas. Right, she did say she was at work. I'm going to say, how long and do you have more money? She put 20 minutes and yeah, boy, of course. Oh, 71,000. Okay, that is actually a pretty good increase in the budget because I was getting a bit worried about like going to upstairs and stuff. And basically, if you've never made a custom sofa before, you do not need any experience. All you need is some basic shapes. And then down the bottom in front of them, you just basically do a thinner, like plumper version. I love that word, plump, plump. And then I was always planning to have a piano in here. You might be thinking, that's a little bit formal, Reese's. But what I'm thinking is like, it's kind of like the kids' games room. So they can like learn to play some piano in here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab one of those big pillars we had. I just pop this in the corner. Obviously, we'll make it white in this room instead to match. And then maybe we could just have a bookcase along here. Once again, I know it's very expensive, but it's my only choice. And I would love to add a hairpin dresser. But I thought this was a modern house. It turns out this house ain't really that modern, is it? Oh, I really love that. I feel like something should be going here, but I'll let her add some stuff of her own. Anyway, we've only got a measly $42,000 and probably about 15 minutes left. We are going to be splashing out on the chandelier, but not all the way. Rather than getting like the 10 grand Vitor chandelier, I'm just going to get this regular one. Now, what I absolutely love about this little area here is we can have one of these reclining chairs. Also, it's been an absolute hot minute since I've placed any sort of floor lamp. So absolutely going to place one of them in. Third of all, time for our third Christmas tree. And I could have made this a bedroom, but the whole point of not having a bedroom, because I thought like having a corner sofa there, that is so role play, isn't it? And oh, I love an upstairs hallway. You guys know I love an upstairs hallway. So we've only got a few rooms left downstairs. I think the entry is going to be important. Like we do need to actually put a bit of effort into this because it's the first room she's going to see. We don't have to look at it and be like, what have you done? And honestly, even the traditional dresser is a bit expensive at this point, so we're gonna have to just put the console table version of it. Okay, so as for the garage, I think in these rooms we're gonna just have to start using normal lights and accepting reality. So obviously in the garage we can get away with having basically nothing. We can pick the cheapest storage shelves, which are going to be these $160 ones. And then we're just going to have to add some boxes, and not even many, because even these are $50 for literally nothing. These are a laundry room and toilet, but I think I might just have to leave that. I think bedrooms are more important. So let's get started with the master bedroom, which unfortunately is having a lot of things poking into it. It's very, very, very sad. And then as for her actual bed, oh, I actually have got so stuck on bedrooms lately. I used to be so good at them, but now I just never know what to add or where. I guess just in the center here. And oh my gosh, I forgot you can't really even do that in here because it just goes all red. And then obviously we have the master bedroom and bathroom. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to have the bathtub just like chilling in the middle of the bathroom. We can just have a bunch of these and then it's sort of like she's freshly moved in. And of course, we need to go into the little bathroom section and add all of her toilet paper. Then we've got 2 bedrooms left. So $3,000. Okay, right, I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet on that one and copy and paste this. And then $2,000. You get a nursery, you get a nursery. At least then every room will have at least something in it. And with that, the subscribe. Okay, guys, for a second, I think my camera cut out. But here I am with Mrs. Claus, who is looking at the floor. And she's promised that she hasn't looked just yet. But before she does uncrick her neck, this is the exterior of the house. I think it looks absolutely stunning, especially from like the above view. Look at the car. Guys, it's time for Mrs. Claus' big reveal. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's jumping. She put Christmas Wonderland. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm crazy for this house. Whoa, don't go inside yet. I just put look outside first. She put it is nice. It's more than nice, girl. Look at it. At least let me in the back of your car. Girl, stay still. Let me in. There we go. Oh my gosh. Woo. No, I think it's time for us to go inside. Oh, somebody's eager. So as you walk in, flip. Right, before she sees this, quickly, Reese's. Change the painting to something nice. Flowers. Beautiful. She put, whoa, so big inside. I saw you change that. No, you didn't. You didn't see anything. Right, okay. I guess we should take her worst rooms first. So sadly, I could not did this. She's whining me. She put, why? What the hell? You're a cow. Girl, look, at least you have a little bathroom in here. She don't care. Okay, right. This is another pretty bad room. This is your lounge. It's got like a Christmas tree. We got our sofa here, flat screen plasma. And then just in here is the garage. But again, I don't think she'll really care about this. But this can actually be converted into like a downstairs bedroom if you didn't want a garage. But I love this little section here. Now, this is what I call a mega kitchen, if you know what I mean. Oh, she's here in the shop. And she hasn't said anything. Oh, she put, wait, what she said? This is what I'm talking about. So nice, Reese's. Oh, finally. She don't care about the snug. Look at these decals. Look at these. Look at these. Upstairs, a bit empty. So basically, all we managed to get in here was like a little bathroom. There is another bedroom here, like a nursery. She said, I can see that it is empty. I ain't got no baby. Girl, you might have wanted a nursery. You can change it into a guest bedroom if you want. I love this bit. Obviously, we've got like a nice view over there. Oh, that's cool how you can close the shutters. Although, I kind of want them open, actually, please. And in here is your master bedroom. She put a cool chair. Yeah, I do love the chair area as well. She put, I like it. Bit basic, but budget was small. Did she just say that, then slam the door on my face? Whatever, lady. I hope you guys liked this video and liked the house a bit more than she did. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, you guys.